Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for September 4th, 2013. It's currently 8:50 a.m. and it is absolutely beautiful out there with low humidity, clear skies, and very comfortable temperatures. As of right now, temperatures are in the mid to upper 60s along the immediate coast and in the urban areas, and upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior. Today, expect clear skies, winds from the northwest around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and temperatures basically ranging from the upper 70s to lower 80s in your urban locations like in Philadelphia and New York City, mid 70s along the immediate New Jersey coast and immediate Connecticut coast, lower to mid 70s over Long Island, and of course mid to upper 70s, possibly a few lower 80s like 80, 81 degrees over the northern interior. Really, there's not much going on here. You have high pressure and control. We have a weak cold front that's approaching to the north. I stress weak. Look at all this dry air here. This is basically dew points below 56 degrees, which means that the atmosphere is very dry. So what that translates to is that when this cold front moves through, yeah, there's lifting, but there's nothing really to lift. So as a result, when this cold front moves through, I can't rule out an isolated shower, let's say over the Hudson River Valley and portions of Connecticut tomorrow morning, but for the most part, a little bit of increase in cloud cover, winds from the southwest for a brief period of time tomorrow morning, and then they shift to the north and northwest around 10 to 15 miles per hour, transporting another cool Canadian air mass into the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas. Here's our radar. Not much going on. No precipitation whatsoever. This is just ground clutter and some error on the radar, but nothing really to concern ourselves with. No precipitation at all being reported. And here's our surface map, one cold front well off the coast. Here's our high pressure system in control for today. Here's our second cold front that will move through for tomorrow morning. And then here's our another high pressure system that will transport a very cool air mass into the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas for tomorrow afternoon and also for Friday. And how cool will it be? Let me tell you in just a moment. So with this high pressure in control, this high pressure will remain in control through Sunday, followed by another cold front on Monday. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see clear skies pretty much in place throughout the entire region. And there's our secondary cold front. Even over Canada, it's really not producing much of a precipitation. Much of the lifting and precipitation is focused more over Quebec and lifting up towards the Canadian Maritimes. Not much of a threat whatsoever for the region, except for a wind shift. Here's the latest model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website using the European model guidance. Now again, here we have, for this evening, a nice deep trough in place, high pressure in control. We have that cold front that will be moving through the eastern Great Lakes this evening. Again, we're pretty much dry and tranquil with no significant weather impacts whatsoever. So if you have any outdoor plans, don't worry, no weather impacts whatsoever. For tomorrow evening, that cold front will be off the coast by tomorrow evening. So for tomorrow morning, the cold front approaches. We'll have an isolated shower or two, but pretty much this, a little bit of an increase in cloud cover. That's about it. Winds will veer from the southwest to the north by the afternoon, around 10 to 15 miles per hour. How cool will it get? How about high temperatures in the mid 70s for most locations? A few lower 70s possible over the northern interior. But we're talking about mid 70s, which is about 10 degrees below normal for this time of year. So definitely a very enjoyable air mass. And with that low humidity in place, is going to feel incredibly refreshing by tomorrow afternoon after this cold front moves through. By Friday, that high pressure system will move right over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, with temperatures basically in the mid to upper 70s over much of the region. Could see a few 80-degree temperatures around the Philadelphia metropolitan area. I think most locations will be between 75 and 77 for highs. Low temperatures, well, those are going to be in the upper 40s to lower 50s over the northern interior, lower to mid 50s along the coast. By the time we get to the weekend, I mean, honestly, it's going to be absolutely beautiful out and perfect for the start of the NFL season, by the way. With high pressure and control, clear skies, comfortable weather conditions, temperatures basically ranging from the upper 70s to lower 80s throughout 99% of the region, mid 70s right along the coast, lower to mid 70s over Long Island. Again, no threat for precipitation, low humidity, clear skies, Low temperatures basically around the upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast, mid to upper 50s, or really mid 50s over the northern interior. We could see a few upper 40s to lower 50s in some of those secluded valleys in the Hudson River Valley. By the time we get to Monday and Tuesday, a cold front will stall over the region. Now, what's going to be interesting is that we're going to have this boundary set up right along the coast. We're going to have high pressure set up around the Canadian Maritimes. That should produce an easterly wind. So what I'm expecting for Monday and Tuesday, basically variable cloud cover, scattered showers, kind of raw out there for the start of next week, with temperatures remaining around the mid to upper 70s, possibly a few lower 80s over southeastern Pennsylvania and the Delaware River Valley, because the cloud cover will not be as overcast as it will be right along the immediate coast. But overall, a cool, slightly wet start to next week with scattered showers about, but not a complete washout. I don't expect any widespread heavy rainfall right now, but with these showers coming off the Atlantic Ocean, with all the rain we've had, flash flooding is a threat with this type of weather pattern. Well, that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.